All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're breaking down a really interesting approach to trading crypto, one that's all about swapping out the gambling for a smart, automated system. Let's get to it.
So, first things first, we gotta understand the main problem. For way too many people, jumping into crypto feels a lot less like a strategy and a lot more like yanking the arm on a slot machine, just hoping you hit the jackpot. And how does that usually turn out? Well, not so good. Actually, the source material points to a pretty brutal statistic. Something like 90% of traders end up losing money. That's right, 9 out of 10. That is a huge number, and it tells you right away that the way most people are doing it is just broken. And this quote really hits the nail on the head. It explains why so many people are losing. They see a coin pumping, they get that FOMO, and they dive in headfirst. But then what always happens? The market dips, panic kicks in, and they sell for a loss. It's just a total emotional roller coaster, not a real strategy. Okay, so that's the chaos. But what if there was another way? A way you could strip out all that emotion and replace the frantic guesswork with a calm, logical system. This is where we pivot from the problem to a really powerful solution. And this lays it out perfectly. Look at the two paths. On one side, you got the gambler. They're running on pure emotion, chasing highs and selling lows out of fear. But on the other side, you've got the system. It's logical, it's automated, and it does the exact opposite. It's built to buy the dips and sell the bounces. The difference is night and day. So this system isn't just some vague idea. It's a very specific tool. We're talking about an on-chain grid trading bot. And all that means is it's a piece of software that sets up a grid of buy and sell orders for you, and it just runs all day, every day. Okay, so how does this thing actually work? You might be picturing something incredibly complex, but the basic idea is actually wonderfully simple. Let's break it down. It's really just a simple loop that repeats over and over. Within a price range that you decide on, it places a bunch of buy orders below the current price and a bunch of sell orders above it. So as the price naturally zigzags up and down, the bot is automatically buying low and selling high, turning all that market noise into small, consistent profits. You know, I absolutely love this analogy. Think of the bot like a crypto vending machine. When prices are low, what's it doing? It's stocking up its shelves, buying inventory cheap. Then, when prices rise, it starts selling that inventory for a profit. It's such a simple and powerful way to picture what's happening. And this gets us back to the most important part. The bot takes the human out of the equation. There's no fear, no greed, no late-night impulse decisions. It just runs on the pure math and logic that you set up, and it does it with a consistency that no human ever could. Okay, but let's get real for a second. This is super important. This is not some magic money machine, and we've got to be really clear about what to expect. The market is going to do what the market's going to do. Some weeks, it might be flat, and the bot only makes a few tiny trades. And you know what? Some weeks, you might even be in the red if the market trends down for a while. That's not a failure. And that's the key right there. That's what real trading actually looks like. It's not a straight line up to the moon. It's got ups and downs and sideways stretches. The goal isn't to win every single trade or every single week. To really see if it's working, you have to zoom out. You can't judge this strategy based on one day or 1 week. It's all about letting those small, steady wins stack up over time. You measure its success over 3 months, 6 months, even a year. That's where the real picture emerges. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Impatience is the #1 account killer in crypto. The people who want to get rich tomorrow are the ones who get wrecked. Patience is what lets a system like this do its job and build your account over the long haul. All right, so you might be sitting there thinking, trading bots are nothing new, right? I've heard of these. What's so special about this one? Well, there are a few key differences that are actually a pretty big deal. First, it's on-chain. That means every single trade is public, verifiable, right on the blockchain. Total transparency. Second, and this is huge, it's non-custodial. Your funds never leave your wallet. You are always in control. That also means it's trading on decentralized exchanges, so you avoid the risk of a big company going under or freezing your assets. And of course, it just works 24/7 because crypto never sleeps and neither does the bot. So, we've walked through the problem, we've looked at the solution, we've had a reality check, and we've seen what makes it different. At the end of the day, it all comes down to a choice you have to make about your own strategy. And let's be really clear who this is for. This is not for the get-rich-quick crowd. It's for people who are starting to understand that slow and steady, that consistency over time is way more powerful than just trying to hit a home run every time you step up to the plate. And that really brings us to the final question, the one you have to ask yourself. Are you going to keep trying to guess what the market's going to do next, riding that same old emotional roller coaster? Or are you going to set up a proven system to work the market's natural rhythm for you, logically and consistently, for the long game? It's a powerful question to think about.